Hello, it's Hans here from BrokerSite. I'd like to share with you a very interesting and potentially dynamic business proposition for anybody looking to join our industry to consider, and that is to establish a finance desk inside of a real estate agency. Let's have a look at that. Now, I'm pretty sure by now know that a broker generates income from two primary sources: the upfront commissions when you submit a loan to a lender, and typically 0.5% of the loan amount. So on average, in most capital cities of Australia, that will generate $1,500 to $2,000 roughly upfront per average sized loan. Then you get a trailing commission on most loans, and the trailing commission kind of varies from lender to lender, but about 0.15% per annum. So average typically $500 a year. That's paid monthly for the life of the loan. Okay. Now here's a concept, and we've shared this concept on a few other mediums and other YouTubes and stuff, but let's look at this. If we were prepared to offer the agent 50% of our upfront commissions. Now, we don't ever share our trail, so that's pretty sacrosanct. But, you can be fairly generous with your upfront commission. So you offer 50% to occupy a desk within their office. Okay, now let's follow this. Now, what that means to you as the finance guy is that you are now, as part of this joint venture relationship, capable of attending some of the open houses and handing out literature and business cards, or at least getting the attendee list of people who went through the open houses. In most instances, you can access a database. Look, we put these things together for our brokers already on numerous occasions, and the database lists are measured in thousands, where you can email and mail and all that sort of stuff. In many instances, you're able to put an A-frame signage out front with your brokerage details and finance details, some window advertising, a couple of stickers and signs up, countertop brochure dispensing, co-marketing flyers, the ones you get in the mail, House of the Week, blah, blah, blah. And you can put a little ribbon there with finance available. And office support, I like it. Look, I like this better because you can go out. You can go to see clients, you can go to have lunch and play some golf, knowing your office is open and attended, and that there's a young lass behind the counter who, if an inquiry comes in, will hand out your business card and share information about your business. So you're not sort of stuck in the office on a day-to-day basis. I need to tell you, and I need you to kind of consider that this access, this resource, this fabulous stuff that this business model offers you is absolutely conducive to a couple of loans a week. I mean, think about that. And what I want to do now is drill into a financial case study and look at it from two perspectives. Here you see a 2-loan-a-week business, and those 2 loans per week, if you were to share the upfront commission 50-50, you'll see that both parties, you and the host agent, would be generating about $90,000 a year each. Okay, so it's your upfront commissions would probably be $180,000 roughly for 2 loans a week, sharing at 50-50. You have no overheads, the desk is for free. You run your phone, of course, and internet connection more than likely. But this is pure cream for the agent too. He's got a desk there, lets you perch in the corner. Apart from expediting loans and maybe being able to give approvals on the spot and all the other advantages of having a finance desk at their fingertips, the fact that it could generate $90,000, that pays the rent, that pays the office girl, that pays his Mercedes-Benz. But the key to this industry is the trail. So if you look at the few next columns, 2 loans a week, even though you're paying 50% of your money to generate that, that's 100 loans, 50 weeks, 2 a week, 100 loans. And if every loan is offering around $500 in annual compensation, then you can see straight away that what you've built here is a residual income of $50,000, and you get that paid for that for the life of the loan. So after 2 years of doing this, You now have 200 in your client base, and so on and so on. And you'll see very quickly with this volume of business that you've got a business that's got repeat incomes. Look at year 4. Year 4, I use year 4 for 2 reasons. One, it's the length of a normal university degree where people kind of graduate and might expect a good earn. But 2, it starts to plateau then. 400 clients, mate, look, you're bulletproof from this. You'll never, ever need to prospect again, see clients again. 400 clients in your loan book, you're bulletproof. And when you start to cross-sell to your clients, with just a modern broker, then you'll see it for yourself. It's fabulous. Okay, so look, the bottom line here, your annual income that's left over after you pay your partner. So you've got your upfront in the first column, then you add to your upfront for next year, the trail, and so on and so on. Look, the numbers work pretty well. The other interesting thing is that in one of our videos that we have shared, which is on buying a loan book, buying and selling a loan book, its goal was to 2 things. One, maybe some of you are ready to buy a loan book and accelerate a few things. But more importantly, I wanted to share with you the impact of what you're building and the formula. And just ask anybody or look around or ask. The formula, the value formula is about at least 2 times. But I've seen loan books sell for 3 times the annual trail. So look at this. You've built a business now with an annual trail first year after 1 year of doing that, $50,000 a year. Well, if the marketplace is paying 2 times to 3 times, you do the math. And then the next year, 4 years up the road, and look, you might say, oh yeah, that's all fine. But let me tell you, there are loan businesses being sold for $500,000. I mean, it's not unusual at all. Real estate practices, $3 million for loan books and stuff, for rental rolls and stuff like that. So this is the big league. This is you're actually building an asset which has got a resaleable value, an ongoing income stream. It's certainly worth your undying attention. Okay, that's all I want to share with you. Listen, we have an entire business resource plan to execute this, including the agreements. We're going to share with you how to outsource a lot of the work to the database stuff. You'll love it. Anyway, just want to share that with you. Brokersite.com.au. Keep in touch. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.